I'm a very vocal person. I will tell you straight up what I believe in, what I think is best, and what I don't think is best. So if you all have any questions for me, I'd be more than welcome to answer them. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
I would like to make a statement to Justin, if I may, Justin. Tonight's the first time that this board has met, and we do know that we know we're meeting tonight with an open board seat, but tonight we won't. Certainly, your name will be put down. I acknowledge you, okay, and we do hear you, and I know you've been here before. But I don't think the board is ready tonight to even consider filling the alderman seat. 100%. Heck, we're not even quite sure how we're going to do the mayor and the vice mayor tonight. So. Okay, we appreciate that. And I do want you to know that I've heard what you said. I've stood there. Jerry joked and asked me if I wanted to go down there. When it came time to first citizens' comments, I guess he thought I had an itch or something.
I think Justin, during the comment, was just stating that he would be interested in the seat.
Yes.
That's what I was doing.
Yes.
Nothing tonight.
I just wanted to acknowledge.
Right. And thank you for that.
Yes.
All right. Do we have anybody else for public comments? Seeing none and being none, we'll move on to the next item on the agenda, and that will be our discussion and action. Board mayor and alderman resignations and appointments. So, it's a unique situation. We've got resignation of our former mayor, Jeff Broyles. He submitted his letter of resignation on October 10th.
Could I ask a favor?
Sure.
Because of the way that this would have to be done, and since the vice mayor has also tendered her resignation, could we start with her?
Okay, sure.
Is that
No, it's
Either or.
It doesn't matter.
okay?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Right. I mean, because of the election, everything's pretty
It
new,
is.
and these resignations apply to the board as it stood prior to the election. So anything that would occur as far as filling vacant seats, that's actually a moot point.
Okay.
But I mean, if we can take the vice mayor's resignation first, if you prefer.
Whatever our Paul Fry thinks.
Oh, it doesn't make any difference.
Okay. All right. Well, since
You want to do it?
we'll do it chronologically. How's that?
Okay.
So on October 10th, Jeff Broyles did submit his resignation as mayor of Bluff City. So as a board, we would have to accept that resignation. So
I make a nomination that we accept Jeff's resignation.
okay, do we have a second?
I'll say it.
All right. Okay, I believe we have a first and a second. Madam Reporter, take a vote.
Alderwoman Payne,
Yes.
Alderwoman Staton,
Yes.
Alderman Malone,
Yes.
Mayor Keith,
Yes.
and Alderman Adams.
Yes. Okay, it was a complete majority there, so I guess at this moment the resignation of Jeffrey Broyles is accepted. And then we shall move on to the next one, which Ms. Carol Keith submitted her resignation as mayor on November 4th, which was prior to the election. So I guess we can see if we have a motion on the floor for acceptance of Ms. Keith's resignation.
A motion to accept Ms. Keith's resignation.
I'll second that. Madam Recorder, if we can get a vote.
Alderwoman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Malone,
Yes.
Alderwoman Staton,
Yes.
Mayor Key,
Yes.
Alderman Adams.
Yes. All right, that passes with a complete majority as well. So we have accepted the resignation of you, Miss Keith. All right, so that brings us to current, present board right now.
Welcome to the board.
Thank you.
Yes.
For a minute, I thought y'all was going to kick me off.
No, we didn't.
Not that you didn't.
Well, and personally, I would just like to congratulate everyone for the election, Ms. Payne, Mr. Malone, and Ms. Keith. Congratulations on winning your seats, and was very pleased to see the turnout of our community. That was the highest number of people that's ever voted in an election, so that was quite impressive. I see Shirley out there. Thank you for volunteering to work with the voting commission. That was wonderful. Appreciate it. It was good to see you when I came in to vote. But yeah, thanks public for doing your duty. It's awesome to have, I think it's about 60% of our town voted, which is, yeah. So, I mean, that's amazing when you're talking about 1,700 people and in our town, and we've got a big majority of them showing up and voting. So, fantastic. So, I guess we shall move on to the next part, which we would have to do mayor first.
I would do mayor first because if you do vice mayor first, they're automatically mayor. So.
Right. So, yeah. We don't want to do that. We're not trying to be tricky up here. Let's be transparent. So, I guess at this time, do we have any nominations for mayor?
I'd like to make a nomination for Alderman Adams to be mayor.
And I second that nomination.
And that's if you can. I had to turn it down the first time, but
Um,
you know your schedule.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm honored and I would love to do it, but the hours that I've got to put in at my job are a requirement that is going to make it very difficult for me to fulfill the duties that are required to be mayor. There's a lot of meetings you got to attend, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays I work in Kingsport, and there's times when I'm not getting out of there till 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, and that would definitely cause problems as far as attending, our meetings, because a lot of them are on Tuesdays, and there's additional meetings that are required by charter for the mayor to attend. I am honored by that, but I would rather not, to be perfectly upfront. But I would raise a motion to nominate Ms. Lori Staton for mayor, if there would be a second.
I'll second it, but you have to make that decision.
That's a big decision.
That's something you got to be sure about.
I feel like I'd have the time, and I definitely want to serve.
But you got to do what's best for you.
I think I will fill out the rest of the term and try and serve honorably and dutifully, and then I'll go from there. But I accept.
All right. Yeah, we got to.
The nomination. Don't come cut me off, Jerry. I said the nomination.
In order for you to get up there and stand and make all the decisions.
All right, so we do have a motion and a second on the floor. Madam Recorder, if we could get a roll call on the vote.
Alderwoman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Malone,
Yes.
Alderwoman Staton,
I abstain.
Alderwoman Keith, right?
Yes.
Okay, now. Okay.
Vice Mayor Sloan.
Alderman Adams.
Yes. Yes. Now we can. That passes by overwhelming majority. So, Ms. Staton, congratulations. You're mayor of Bluff City now.
Thank you.
Now shuffle the chairs.
Yeah. You may take over.
Okay. You don't want to finish?
No, that is the way that it works,
You're the
Lori.
mayor.
Mayor.
Good job, Peter.
That's a really good job. I'm going to get my personal trust Jerry, but no, I'm just kidding, Jerry.
So,
I hope to do my very best for everyone. And if you ever feel like I'm not, call me. Please. Call me. Oh, call me. I intend to do my very best for everyone, for every citizen, for every person here. And if you ever feel like I'm not doing a good job, let me know. If you ever need me, don't hesitate to call. I want to serve you all. This is our town, and we're all a part of it. Thank you. Mayor, I believe this. Is this somebody else's gavel? I might have to ask permission. Okay.
You can borrow it.
Okay.
You can use it.
Okay. Thank you. At this time, we need to fill the position of vice mayor.
I would like to ask a question, if I may. This will be to you, Mr. Fry. In the past, we have done this down here several different ways. But normally, and I've been present when we've done it different ways. Jerry Malone received the most votes. And normally down here, that is who we nominate to be the vice mayor. And then we've done it the other way, where we just nominate. So
Well,
is
it's
there a
always
way?
by a nomination, a motion, and a second.
Okay.
Traditionally, that was done.
What does Robert's rules say? I believe in Robert's rules, it's motion, second, and vote.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is?
Somebody can motion for it, Mr. Malone.
plus C rules.
Well, I make a motion for Mr. Malone.
I don't accept it. I'd like to nominate Ben.
I'll make a second.
Yeah, I'll be happy to serve as vice mayor. I'm already signator on the counts for the city, so it'd be the easiest thing to do. And I would be fine with that.
I would have nominated you, but didn't think you would have time.
Well, the mayor has to attend additional meetings throughout the month. Vice mayor does not. So, essentially, vice mayor is a backup for the mayor and just an alderman.
We found, Carol found out how that works.
Still stressing from it.
But I appreciate the honor.
Well,
And like you
yes.
say, that's the way that it was done back in the day.
I remember the highest vote, the person who got the highest votes.
And I also remember my father got the most votes in town back in '74, and he was vice mayor, and the mayor got mad and walked out one day, and he ended up being mayor, which he didn't really want. I know from old experience, 50 years or 40 years, whatever it's been, that you got to be ready on a minute's notice.
Well, we sure did learn the hard way this time that accepting the vice mayor position comes with a lot of responsibility.
Oh, yes, it does.
So I do appreciate
Well,
the
you're
confidence,
welcome.
but do it. Decline.
Okay.
Shall we
Who
take
made
a vote?
First motion. Who was the first motion?
And
Dana.
I didn't raise the motion.
You did.
I did.
Jerry.
Jerry did, okay.
Carol.
Jerry, then Carol.
And the second?
Carol.
Carol. Okay.
Madam Recorder, could we have a vote?
Alderwoman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Malone,
Yes.
Alderwoman, oh, that's good.
Keith.
You're the mayor, that's okay. Now, it mixed everybody up, okay. And Alderman Adams,
I'll abstain.
Alderwoman Key,
Yes.
It's unanimous. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not unanimous. You abstained. You are now the vice mayor.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Very well.
I look forward to working with you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Me too.
Okay, so moving forward, we did have on the agenda that we were going to discuss appointments, and I was going to do this as an alderman. I hope I can do this now as mayor, and it's just to make a recommendation or a suggestion as to filling the new position. Or no, is that not something?
Well, you could,
Not for person, but a procedure.
a procedure, yeah, the board would need to vote on any procedure, and it's,
So we should wait. We should abstain right now from doing that.
and do it at December meeting.
Okay, perfect. Okay. The next item on the agenda is discussion and action, and that would be for the public hearing and second reading of Ordinance 2024-009, an ordinance to amend the appropriation ordinance for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025, for the purchase of a police vehicle in the amount of $29,500. Mr. Fry, do you read that again, or?
Yes.
Thank you.
An ordinance to amend the appropriation ordinance for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025 for the purchase of a police cruiser in the amount of $29,500. Stated vehicle would replace a previously totaled vehicle. Be it therefore ordained by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the Town of Bluff City, Tennessee, that ordinance number 2024-003 as to line item 110, general fund, be amended as follows. $1,862,227.
At this time, is there any discussion about the ordinance?
Open the public hearing.
Open to public hearing. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak on the ordinance? If there isn't anyone, then we will move forward with if there's a motion.
Motion to approve ordinance 2024-009.
Okay,
I'll make a second.
we have a motion and a second. Could we have a vote, Madam?
Alderwoman Payne,
Yes.
Alderman Malone,
Yes.
Alderwoman Key,
Yes.
Alderman Adams.
Yes.
The ordinance passes. All right. Since that is it for our meeting, we will open the second set of public comments, if anyone would like to speak.
Didn't let me get up here.
Yes, sir.
David Horman, 200 Holston Drive. I'd like to bring up again another thing I'd like for y'all to change the meetings from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. I had to give old Ben a chance to get here. You know, I worry about Ben. He is my personal albatross. You know what I'm saying? Remember that, Ben. And another thing, I want you to recognize the commissioners that are back there in the back room. I'm glad to see them here. Maybe they can give us a lot of information like Miss Keith wants to know. Right, Miss Keith? Okay. And please, that 7 o'clock, keep that in mind for me, please. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Our town manager has written that down, and we will do what we need to do in order to make it a possibility. I'm trying to be careful with my words. We do have our two county commissioners here. Commissioners, would you like to come up and speak? Commissioner King? Thank you for being here very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Congratulations for the new board, and look forward to working with you all. I know in the past we've had some rough and rocky roads here in Bluff City with some things that's gone on, but that's past, and let's move forward.
That's right.
And anything that I can do to help, I've always said that. Anything, and I can remember back when Bob Thomas was mayor. Bob and I worked together on a lot of stuff and got a lot of stuff done, and it's just, that's the way it needs to be. And, you know, I was kind of sad that when the mayor turned down the money from the county, I worked to get that there, and it was for the citizens of Bluff City. So, and I've got a question, and I think from the police chief.
Yes, sir.
Out here on the 4-lane, at times we've got Sullivan County, and then we've got you all. And I've been trying my best to get Sullivan County to get on some of these side roads, mainly Weaver Branch Road, where I live, Allison Road, Austin Springs Road. I mean, those people fly up and down those roads, and they're not suitable for the speeds that they're doing. And is that kind of double dipping when you all are out there in Sullivan County, or what's the agreement? That's what I want to know.
It's in the county, but it's in the municipality, the city limits of Bluff City, so it's our responsibility, our jurisdiction to patrol that road. We, and I don't have the authority to tell a county unit not to be there.
Right.
Because it is in the county. And I'll always take all the help anybody wants to give us. So that's how I look at it. Because you all in the city limits pay city and county taxes, so as long as they're helping us out there, I, as a police chief, for my town, want to say don't be here.
Right.
So I would direct you to probably contact the sheriff.
And but I just want to know how y'all stand.
Well, it's not double dipping because they're not getting it, we're not getting it. If you're talking about as far as enforcing the traffic laws and stuff,
right.
If we stop the vehicle and write a citation, it comes to our city court. If they stop the vehicle and write a citation, it goes to the county courts.
Right.
So,
right. Right. And that's, you know, I'm trying to get more coverage on these side roads.
A lot of times,
you know,
nowadays, you know, we are a smaller department. Our manpower is not what the county's manpower is, and a lot of times we do work together.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying, but to answer your question, you probably need to just contact the sheriff and see about the extra patrols on back county roads.
I've talked to him several times, and it's and you know, we've speed cameras and stuff like that we've set up, but as far as getting out there, and we can pay for deputies just off of traffic tickets if they would do it.
Yeah, and I agree. There's a lot of traffic. What is on 11E, 19E, our city streets of the day, it's overwhelming, and people, the speeds that we see, we had one just the other day at 105 mile an hour. Most everything we see is 20 over the speed limit, what we're dealing with. And we are at a higher level than we've ever been in traffic enforcement. So it's everything we do, the demand on us has got much greater.
Right.
And I have shared some conversation with our city manager. So everybody's kind of pushing it to where we're at right now, and how we have. So, but anything we can ever do with the mutual aid agreement to assist or help the county anytime they call upon our assistance and we're justified legally in doing it, we respond and help.
Sure, and I've seen that happen several times, you know.
Yes, sir.
You'll go and they'll be behind you, or they go and you're behind them. So that's what it should be. It's the way it should be. You know, it's and getting back to county business, we've just did a $30 million bond for the jail. And we are already done a $70 million bond for the jail. Plus some other things, but still, we're spending more on inmates than we are our school children in their schools, and it's not right. And then you say, well, you don't arrest them. Well, that's not a solution to it.
That's not a solution.
Or let them out early, or that's not solutions. Till we change as a society and quit breaking laws, when we get done with this last section of the jail, it's going to be full.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question. But till we change and people quit breaking the laws, what are we going to do? And it's costing all of us money. And then when we have to raise taxes, which we did this year, we had to raise taxes. Everybody don't want to raise taxes, but that's only you either do the services or raise taxes. You can cut your services out, your jails, your deputies, your law enforcement, or you raise taxes to cover all this. And then the school, same thing. And we finally we give the teachers a raise in a roundabout way, and it was an ordeal to go through, but we did it. And the supports people that works over there, they were very underpaid. And Herschel and I both had talked, in court about giving those people more money. They're just as important as the teachers. And some of them, administrative, those secretaries and stuff, they run the schools when you get down to it. But anyway, I'm glad to see a new board, and except I don't know about Jerry. Jerry's whole time been around for ages and been into a lot of stuff, but he's done a lot for Bluff City. And I commend him for the new museum and all the work that he's done on the new museum up there. And I helped him out a little bit.
Always, yeah.
And but anyway, everybody needs to go see the museum and what all we've done, and support it and make it better. So, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Glover? Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Jail and stuff. I don't know if I want to follow up Mr. King or not. Would you just get out? I'm done. I don't want to be in there. Congratulations to all of y'all.
Thanks.
There was over 500 and some people voted for new aldermen and folks in Bluff City. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, young lady, on accepting the mayor.
Thank you.
And it's good to be here and to recognize y'all. That people in Bluff City is going to have a lot of confidence in you folks. And I think it showed that with the vote. And Bluff City it's a gold mine little town. And I know that you guys are going to take it and put it on your shoulders, and you're going to move it forward, and you're going to move it forward in a positive manner. And the county commission is here to help you in any way that we can. Any way that we can. I chaired the administrative committee meeting this year on nonprofits and money for the folks that applied for it. And this is the first year in 6 years that being the chair on there that I got a letter from Bluff City declining some money, and it was about $14,000. And
get it back.
Not this year. If you keep on now, we'll put you back out here. No, I asked personally what the deal was. Why are we not sending money to Bluff City? Commissioner King and I both represent Bluff City, and I said, Mr. Bailey, the finance director, said, well, we received a letter from the mayor declining to accept the money this year. And I said, well, was the board of mayor and alderman aware of this? But anyway, Anyway,
they were not.
And something else that I want to talk to you all about. During the COVID episode, Sullivan County was awarded millions of dollars in COVID money, and that money, we worked with Tennessee Development Board on that money because the money was made for utilities upgrades inside the city. It was not made for going out. It was for upgrades of existing utilities. Okay? We worked with them because that's what their job is to work with utilities. And I understand that Bluff City is not a member of the First Tennessee Development Board anymore. And that's something that you guys might want to check into. I know it's $7,000 or $8,000 or maybe $9,000 a year to belong to it. You might want to check into that and see. I think that Bluff City pulled out of being a member of that board.
I was completely unaware of that.
Is that not?
First Tennessee Development District?
Is that
Yes.
not the one that did our planning and zoning?
But the reason I'm getting to that is they're the ones that handled the COVID money. Okay? County Commission, we had a resolution, the County Commission voted for them to take care of the COVID money, and it was based, the way they separated it and the way they split it up was the number of customers that you had and citizens. City of Bristol got so much money, City of Kingsport got so much money, and the City of Bluff City got money. And that was handled through them. Any future grant or any future things that come down the road in that respect, it would benefit you guys to be a member. Now, like I said, that's your decision, but do check into it and see if that was done. But I do think that Bluff City's not a member anymore. And the reason I'm saying that is any future grants, any help with any grants, that's what they're there for, and they will help you. Now, when that money from those folks come back to Sullivan County, and this is where the county commission is very important, the money that Bluff City got came back through the county commission, Commissioner King and myself, and all we'd had to done was say, we want to make an amendment to send that money to the city of Bristol, or we want to make an amendment to send that money to the city of Kingsport. We did not do that. We supported Bluff City 100% on getting that money, and that's how that money got here. It got here through the county commission. And that's why your county commissioners are so important. We need to work together, and that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Anything in the future that comes forward, we'll be there to help. And you know, Mr. Adams hit on something there a minute ago. He said the word transparency. Trust and transparency is the way to move forward. If you got an idea, share it. If you got something on your mind, you guys have got a great opportunity.
Yes.
And we'll help in any way that we can. I was told in the past not to share any information with the folks in Bluff City.
Please share all the
I was
information.
told not to. I was told that you guys were a city and you took care of your city problems, and we were not to. But that's. I said, listen, we represent Bluff City in the county commission, and we're going to answer any questions, and we're going to do anything we can to help. So, congratulations again, Commissioner King and I will be there. You're welcome, and we want you to come to every single county commission meeting that you can. Our workshops are the second Thursday of the month, and our commission meetings are the third Thursday of the month. And we have a finance committee that meets the second Tuesday of every month at 9 a.m. That's a very important committee. The budget committee meets on Wednesdays, usually before the commission meeting. That's a very important meeting. I would urge the mayor and all of you to please attend those, because, like Dwight said, when you raise taxes on the city people too, and your voice needs to be heard. And I don't like to raise taxes, but you know sometimes you have to do that. Yes, sir.
Mr. Glover, Commissioner Glover, highlight us or me about the hotel motel tax. And I understand that Bluff City opted out of that.
Mr. Broyles, Mayor Broyles, at that time attended the meeting. He got up and said that he wanted Bluff City removed from the hotel motel tax collection procedure. That for the reason I don't know, I can probably go back and pull up the history of that and get you a reason, but he just declined for Bluff City to be a part of that. And the hotel motel tax was passed. That's just like over here across from the flea market, across from Baker's. That campground pays that tax.
You know, the one we got here, and it's, I know we don't have any motels and don't have a big thing, but I never did. I asked Jeff, and I never did get a concrete answer of why.
I remember that vaguely that night when he came and
then it came back to said, well, it's not up to him to decide; it's up to the commissioners. I mean, if you it's his wish to, and you went on with his wish, which he probably would do with mayors and board, but then. But that y'all could nullify and say no, Bluff City is part of it.
Yeah,
but,
and I'm pretty sure that you all still are.
And I guess that, and that's what I'm sure that I didn't know, but I've never known. And in the first district thing, I asked a lot of questions. I don't get a lot of answers sometimes. And the only thing was, they wasn't doing anything for us, and there was maybe another route that was going or something. And so I don't know.
Well, see, they're the ones that handled all that for us. The county commission voted to give them, I think, 5% of the grant to handle all of the paperwork, handle all the procedures, because, like I said, they knew what they were doing in the utility part of it, and that's the reason why that we all felt comfortable with doing that, because of how much money it was. And then, when they come back, and this is Bluff City's part, this is Bristol's part, and this is Kingsport's part. And that's what we voted on, and that's what you guys received. But yes, but I would, like I said, I don't know, but I did kind of vaguely remember that was the thing. But check on that and see.
If you had not told us about the First Tennessee, I remember that meeting up here that night. Remember whenever the board voted to get rid of with the planning and zoning? The man that had typed up the documents and stuff. See, that am I correct, Mr. Fry? They have a window. They don't just do that aspect. They do the grant money. I looked into it. I came down to the meeting, and I said, this is crazy down here, Jeff. And, of course,
but over
the deer in the
period,
headlight look. But now that is right, Mr. Fry. Isn't it right?
The contract, you all canceled the contract with the development district for planning services.
Okay.
So y'all were still.
I have no idea.
Well, if he did it, then he did it behind our back. So thank you for bringing that up.
Anything forward that comes, and then like I said, they'll help you.
Yeah, with the First Tennessee Development District.
Yeah.
Because see, if we kind of made him mad down here that night, and that's all you had to do was make Jeff mad. And he kind of went a different way.
Well, we're there for you guys, and we'll help you any way that we can. We'd love to see you at those meetings. We'd love to see you at the commission meetings. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And you guys have got a lot of hard work to do, and I know you can do it.
Thank you.
You got, good leadership, and our commissioner from Bristol that was here at the last meeting, Commissioner Slagle, he was supposed to have been here tonight, and something came up. He's got kids that play some ball and stuff, but he is in 100% of us. And there's 21 other commissioners on that board besides us, with Slagle and myself and Mr. King. That'll help, and the mayor too, and anytime. And I was glad to see an agenda come out like it did and was sent and let us know what was going on, because there might be a time that we can't be here, and if we see something like that on there, say, hey, we need to change some things around to be there. But congratulations to the citizens, and congratulations, y'all. Thank y'all for letting us be here.
I would like to say, Mr. Glover, I'm glad you guys are here. And during COVID, Mr. Glover worked hard with me to make sure that nobody would get their water turned off. So I thank you for that.
Thank you, y'all.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Glover.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak during public comments?
So it's time for public comments.
Yes.
Can we speak on something that's not on the agenda?
Sure.
Yes, you may.
Absolutely.
Yes, you may.
Absolutely.
There's nobody going to tell you no up here.
Shirley Clark, 932 Lona Lane, and I want to say congratulations to all of you. This is awesome, and thank you for being the vice mayor now, and thank you for standing in when you did.
Thank you.
And Carol, I'm happy for you. I've seen you stand up here many times trying to get on that board, so congratulations. Same
Jerry's
to you,
trying to
Carol.
kick me back down there.
I do have a question about where we've talked about the TDOT, the mobile, whatever Jeff used to call it.
Multimodal.
Yes, about the roads. What is happening with that as far as some of the roads in Bluff City? Lakeview is terrible. It's got big chug holes in it, and I see that even on 390 out here. Some of the things have come up out of the road where I guess it helps when it snows and all that. The little metal things in the middle of the road, those are missing. There's deep holes in it. Where are we standing on that? What phase are we in on that?
Guess that would be me.
Yes.
So I'm going to have to look into that.
Yeah.
I can comment on Lakeview, though, the strip there that has been rocked for a while. We had the opportunity to pave it, but there needed to be a pipe replaced under it. So we were working on the pipe replacement before we pave it, so we didn't have to tear it back up and do it again. So that is coming. It is in the works. I am going to have to look into the TDOT multimodal. I don't have a response on that yet. I'd be happy to find out and get back with everybody on that.
That's a fancy word for the sidewalk, okay? Let's call it the sidewalk.
Okay, that rings a bell. So
Okay.
I'll have to look into that.
Okay. There are other chug holes on past the bridge, big empty spaces where it's splitting apart.
There is a plan to redo all of Lakeview.
Okay. All right.
So.
Well, somebody,
Park
Shirley,
Early
said,
is terrible. Everybody
Yeah.
that has to drop a kid off at school knows this.
Yeah.
Like that road will beat you to death every time. Yeah, and you got to go over it twice. You got to go on your way in and on your way out.
Mhm.
So, we really need to make that a focus as well.
Yeah, there was some talk about some speed bumps also on Holston that Jeff kept saying it was in that
that's
plan.
been promised for 5
and it
years.
was, I've not heard anything in over a year.
There was a
probably.
traffic study done, I think.
He
I
never.
do believe that was
He
a
said there was a study and a discussion between him and one of the guys that did the study, but he wouldn't tell us what was said in those conversations.
Right.
So thank you.
Somebody at River Bluff Landing complained that some of the streets up there are messing up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, roads are bad.
Yeah, we definitely need
Roads are
People
horrible.
gonna have to just really take the time and really look at all of
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Something about roads.
Please,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
can you help us?
No, but I think we can all work together on
Yes.
this.
Wonderful.
What I'm talking about is the old Piney Flats Crossroad. We need turning lanes down there. You know
Yes.
that. You go down through there every day. There's 32,000 cars goes underneath that red light at the old crossroads. We need a turning lane off Allison Road, and then coming up from Johnson City, we need one on Piney Flats Road. Johnson City controls that. They're the MPO, and we need a voice from the city here to go to these meetings. And because Johnson City says that project is like number 44 on their list of doing something.
Jeff said it was number 2.
Anyway, it's 44, but that's the reason we need somebody from
Miss Shea.
you all to go be a voice, because we need that down there.
It's dangerous.
And most people don't know that Johnson City comes up almost to the red light. They're not at the red light, but they own on both sides of it. They've got the Walgreens, and then on the other side, the service station there. And, of course, there, all those other businesses, that's Johnson City. And then you come on the other way, there's a 12-foot strip, and that's Sullivan County. We control the light and 12 foot underneath that goes all the way across. And then Bluff City controls the rest of it. And you all go out Allison Road and Piney Flats Road both.
Is that where you turn to go down? There at the bank, where the bank
Yes.
is?
Yeah.
That's the strip you're talking about right
down,
there.
right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Underneath the red light
Right.
there. But till we get some more help from you all and the county. You know, Johnson City, they're expanding. They've got their own deals going on. But still, you know, Johnson City's still in Piney Flats now.
Yes.
And we're paying taxes. Our taxes are going to Johnson City. So I think this is something that's very important. And as Piney Flats is growing, I mean, all the subdivisions and stuff that's come up in the last 10 years.
Yes.
I mean, it's, you know, just right there off Allison Road, there's 70-some houses in that one subdivision.
I know.
And, you know, that's a lot of tax money, but we're not putting it on infrastructure.
Would it help if, like, the food, like Food City, if Food City would get behind this with us on that?
They could,
See,
but
they've got a vested interest in us.
They're part of Johnson
That's
City
Johnson
now.
City.
Well, yeah, they are, but
still,
we use all that road down there.
well, the citizens is who needs to show up.
Yeah.
That's who need, you know, the voices of the people in Bluff City and Piney Flats, that's who needs to show up. And if we keep showing up, they've got to listen to us. And that's what we haven't had is people showing up. And that's, I mean, that's, to me, I think that's one of the biggest projects is we need to fix because it's going to get worse. You know, the more houses they build out through there on both sides and down Austin Springs Road, and that's where every mornings, you go out there at 7:30 in the morning.
Horrible.
And then in the afternoon,
Horrible.
when
And lunchtime, morning time, lunchtime, and after work, it's awful. Talk about sitting through some red lights down there.
see you couldn't get on that MPO board at Johnson City or somebody, whoever. You don't
Lori,
have-
I can, if you want voices, Lori,
Or-
I'll get you a ride with you. We'll go down there and use
Get the whole
our
bunch to
voices.
go. You can take Jerry with you.
We
We'll
will take, we will
Jerry,
take as many people as we can.
And Carol might go with
Sure.
us, and
I mean, that's when you go down there and complain about stuff, and that's how you get things done. You got to speak and say, you know, we need this.
We are going to show up. I guarantee we are going to show up.
And
We can.
We can, strong women, and I've got a feeling that Chief DePue might have something to say
Sure.
about that
I mean, it's a
down
safety.
through there.
I mean,
Safety,
every time
yeah.
you turn around, and there again, if you have a wreck, you got to figure out
Who's coming?
who's coming.
That's right.
You know, who is it on which side of the road or whatever. And the same is our, you know, our rescue squads and stuff. Of course, our rescue squads, they go wherever they used to need. They
Thank
go.
God for that.
And you know, our EMS and all that, they
Fire trucks do too, don't they?
fire trucks
What
do
I
too.
thought.
I mean, if we got a fire, Bluff City goes both ways.
Okay.
I mean, all the counties.
I can answer that for you. Everybody shows up. Then we try to figure out who's your
Exactly. I mean, we fund all the fire departments, rescue squads, and our EMS. You know, that's draws money, and they need to show up wherever there's a problem. They need to show up, and they do. We don't have a problem. You know, it's and with the cities too. If there's something in Piney Flats, Johnson City's there. You know. And then Piney Flats is going into Johnson City, Boones Creek, and over in that area, you know, support. So, but anyway, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? All right. Yes, please. Jean Ann.
I won't be like I was last time. Just want to say congratulations. And one thing that when Pete Auger was here that resonates with me is when he said you need to bring the temperature down. The temperature's down. I'm so grateful for it because it makes it so much better.
Yes.
For us here. So just want to say thank you and here's to moving forward. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'd like to thank.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Feeling good.
If there isn't anyone else, this meeting is adjourned. Okay. Thank you all.